It's a challenge when you're dealing with 100 different places and trying to tell a story that's faithful to the experiences of a Syracuse, New York versus a Los Angeles versus a Miami. These are just they're different places with different populations. But what was interesting was that when we looked at these places categorized along three very basic dimensions around their recent population growth, around the racial and ethnic diversity of their population, and around their educational attainment, they sorted into these sort of 7 neat categories that, in many ways associate places that are quite similar to one another, even if they're not next to one another on the map. So all of a sudden, Boise, Idaho is looking a lot like Tampa-St. Pete, Florida. You never think of those places together, but actually they've suffered from the downturn in the housing market by, if not equal measures, similar measures over the course of the recession and slow recovery in those places. When you think about Denver and Washington, D.C., again, not even close to one another on the map, but they've got sort of very similar economies, a very similar trajectory that I think mean that people who live in these places, people who govern these places, have a lot to share and learn from one another around leveraging the possibilities of their recent demographic change. So as a researcher, whenever you get a neat little typology like that speaks to a larger truth about these areas, that's a pleasant surprise.